Love Bugs is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome, and to my returning subs, to my family. You know, we're all doing some big, beautiful things. Never feel like anything that has been approached towards your path was ever lost or wasted. So everything had a meaning for happening the way it happened. Everything happens in divine time. And, you're going to get more than what you have ever expected. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes or inspiration that you would love to share with the loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and just needing spiritual guidance or needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm listening to in the background is so pretty too. It's called Tibetan Bowls. Tibetan music to heal body, mind, and soul. Inner healing. Oh yeah, inner healing. Okay. And I'm using the channel Musically Zen again. The video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, getting in tune with your inner self outside the pain and trauma that you have endured. That give me chills. You always know what you felt like when you have endured a lot of hardship in your life. A lot of times it felt like you have got knocked down more than you have actually walked and stood tall. It may felt like, happiness wasn't long endured in your life. You felt more pain than, like my mom said, than the Lord allows. No pun intended. But, it's just like going through all the things you're going through when you allow yourself to really sit back and evaluate all that is taking place, all the things you have been led to, just like I said in the last video in my description. When you have taken a lot of wrong turns, it brought you to a better path. You were supposed to go for those wrong turns. It's just like a lot of times we got to go through our own European vacation. Like, when Chevy Chase went, I think he was in Rome. And every time he was going back, that's telling my age. This is back in the 80s. It's like every time he made a turn, he ended up going right back around that loop-de-loop. I think they call that a round robin. But, you know what you could do when you were in pain. You know what you did when you kept on allowing yourself to focus on the trauma that you were going through. There's a lot of times that something could have lasted, something could have happened a month ago, and you're still holding on to that. But going through this retrograde, it's like we're going through a massive hangover, and it's like we don't party like rock stars, basically, through our retrograde of change, our retrograde of purge, awareness, enlightenment. All these different things are like opening up, like cracking anew. That's why I was like, something was guiding me. Well, universe guided me to put, hey, when I went on my community page earlier, because now I'm starting to post up in the morning and in the daytime, because I got soul family all over the world, and we're all there's a lot of us that are in different continents, so that has different time zones. So I know a lot of people are struggling, going through things, and you need something to laugh at. I always put my funny empath memes Or there are certain things like I try to put on crystals, or try to allow, try to bring something that can elevate you in some kind of way, or certain things that that may be going in the atmosphere that you knew there was something going on with you, but you didn't know what was going on around you. So there's a lot of things that are taking place that they're always pushing me to do more, and I love that. Like today, I wasn't even supposed to be doing videos. If you've been with me for a while, I try to do videos every other day and give myself that time to recharge, because usually when I'm doing videos, I'm still assisting people between the videos, trying to answer comments in between the videos, that I've been sharing on social media. So it's just like, it's allowing me to broaden myself, to getting that inner knowing of myself that is truly loving everything I'm seeing, because before, I used to go through things that made me feel like the change was forced. And it's like, why are you resisting change? Change is good. Even though change can be hard, it can be good. It is always good, but it's always about how you go for it, how you go through it, how you go to it. When you know your worth, and that love for self, about trying to see, if I push myself a little bit harder, how far can I really go? I don't want to do just enough, but when I allow myself to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because if there were certain things that you allowed yourself to do before, and it was okay, but it wasn't really, you had to experience that, but it didn't give you that fulfillment that you were supposed to get when you're doing this. So they want you to be able to see the things that you're doing that you really put joy in, and it really didn't give you the satisfaction that you were looking for. It's just like a lot of times, even like with twin flames, you go towards different dates and you're dating different relationships, and a lot of times it took me a long time for me not to say, oh, I wish I wouldn't have wasted my time. Anybody who you loved needed that love, even if it wasn't reciprocated to you. You were that person's blessing as well as they were, because you learned something from them as they learned something from you. Maybe they didn't learn until after you left, but hey, it is what it is. But when you put your all in, like in a relationship, and it didn't go the way you wanted it, but you knew what that feeling was, to be noticed for once, or being complimented, or having somebody do things for you that you weren't really doing before, having things you made you do more for yourself because you enjoyed that situation. But then next this only lasted maybe like 6 months to a year, or maybe a little bit longer, but it wasn't really going anywhere. And it was, it's like that situation, that relationship that you were placed in, it was preparing you to get you towards something a lot better. And that's what you had to learn. You're learning everything from a new level, from a different angle. You're going through different vantage points, and you're figuring different things out from different levels. And that's what they want you to see. Is like, yourself through your pain, yourself through your trauma, yourself through your mishaps, your misfortunes, but they want you to get to know yourself on a deeper level of becoming in tune with the truth of you, seeing what makes your soul tick, feeling that little excitement, like, you're going to your favorite amusement park that they're building new rides off, and that's what they want you to understand. They want you to feel, and it's just like, I usually be like, dang, I don't know if I got enough energy for another video. And I'm just like, shoot, if the energy, the universe gives me the energy and the words they want me to use, and, the acronyms or the metaphors, whatever they want me to use to analyze, to go ahead and project whatever wisdom I can take in, as well as I can go ahead and, transfer and push out, hey, it's all good. Just give me that motivation to do everything I need to do. And I mean, I'm enjoying that. It doesn't feel like it's forced, because it's like, there was times when I used to hate getting on a break. I used to have some of my love bugs send me emails like, Roslynn, if you don't go, we'll be okay if you don't make videos today. You need to go ahead and spend time for yourself. You're always doing stuff for us. And I mean, that makes me feel good, because when I get constant text messages, just a reminder, even on my bad days, y'all have came by and blessed me with the warmth of love, of reassurance, appreciation. Even when I wasn't feeling appreciated on my outside sources, I had to appreciate myself. But then when I have people that actually can relate to the things that I'm putting out, or they were feeling bad that day, and I end up giving them something positive to remember. Just being able to, a lot of times I have to look at myself in the mirror with tears in my eyes and say, you got this. Everything is not going to be like this for all the time. It's not going to be like this forever. That's what I meant to say. Your current situation is not your final one. This is just that breaking point. And, a lot of times it feels like it's the most hardest ending, but it's, transforming and guiding you towards beautiful beginnings. It's always like that, and you're seeing things as, you're looking at things in a different way. And as soon as I said that, all these chills just went up. Man, I've been having chills on and off for the last few days. It's just driving me nuts. But going through those things, you're allowing yourself to part ways with, feeling everything through your pain, feeling everything through the trauma. They want you to be able to feel things through fulfillment. They want you to feel, happy through your love, through your light, through your uplift, through prosperity of positivity, all those different things that is going to take you towards that next level. That gives you that joy of that, because a lot of times when you're depressed, it'll be a miracle or a blessing just for you to get up and want to, walk out your room, or get out of your sweats, or get out of your pajamas, take a bath or whatever, or even step outdoors. And it's just a lot of times it needs you, even when you're going through that time of depression, you're going through that dark moment where you just feel like everything is just like pouring down on you, everything is like punishing you. When you can allow yourself to just take that one step for that day, even though you say that you didn't get out that bed for like a whole week. With quarantine, I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of people, I know Netflix and, YouTube is loving us right about now, because it's like their ratings don't went sky high. So see, this is the reason when I end up using my laptop, you'll start seeing weird lights. So if you're new to my channel, just because I love the way it just feels like a different vibe since I'm using my computer again from comparing to my phone, because I guess it's like a lot of that energy is, it's like it's a lot. So yeah, you'll start seeing like I can move my hands or something like that, and it's good too. I can actually use both of my hands at the same time. It's like, make me feel like I got an inner Italian. I got to make sure I do my 23andMe or whatever, because I always love using my hands, like my homies and up north, when they used to always use their hands and they're Italian. But yeah, it's like when my energy shifts a lot, you'll see lights like flashing. See, like right now, it's like it just skipped a minute, skip for a second for my video, because I know my energy is shifting. It gives you that burst of excitement because you're doing something new. You're allowing yourself to transform. It took a long time. It's like if your inner self can hug your outer self right now, they would tell you they're proud of you. Even your ancestors are getting emotional because they knew how much it took just for you to make that extra step. And then it's just you took that extra step till you were bold enough to take 5 steps, since you were taking that one step. And they're like, I knew you could do it. And a lot of times we feel like the things that we go through is like, why does it always have to be this way? Why does it have to be so hard? Why does it seem like when I forgive and I let go of one thing, 10 other things come at me? They want to be able to let you know, if they had that confidence within you, that you can conquer anything that comes your way. You can overcome it, whatever it is. If you need to sever ties, you can sever ties. If you need to let go, you need to let go. If you need to turn your different direction, they already know you can do it. But they want you to be able to know, they want you to have that same ambition about yourself as well. They want you to have that same confirmation and confidence in yourself, because a lot of times it's like, even when I'm, people are connecting with me, it's like a beautiful reminder to me. It's like, Roslynn, they're like, I don't know if I can do this. Roslynn, what if I can't figure this out right now? Is it supposed to come today? I said, look, because I'm like that too. I got ADD and OCD and PTSD. Okay, I got all them daggone acronyms, stand for syllables, whatever you want to call it, but it's like, you can't calculate change. You can't calculate levels. You can't calculate, when things are going to come through like that, because things come in so many different ways. Like I've said before, if you concentrate on one thing, there'll be 10 other things that's coming around you that you're going to totally skip out on. And those could be your blessings. They're wanting all these to come at you at once. They're wanting you to be open to change. They want you to go be open for guidance. They want you to be open for love, because a lot of times we're wondering why we don't feel love, and we're angry, we're mad. There's people that's working on our last nerve. You're going back on painful trauma that closes off your heart, as well as your essence of receiving that, because they're trying to send it to you, because it's letting you know, even though we know you're going through this battle and it's not something easy, let's give you that energy of love. Let's give you that guidance of comfort. Let's give you, this uplift of energy to make you keep on going. We see what's coming towards you, but we want you to know everything that you're enduring is going to be worthwhile for what is going to be entering. You're going to understand why. How you always probably see those posts that says, if you only knew the magnitude of blessings that are about to enter your life, you will understand the masses or heaviness of the battles you're facing right now. And they want you to be able to do that. You have things entering in your life, and you're allowing yourself to see yourself at a totally different level, and that's beautiful. And I know it was hard to do that, because there's so many people. If I wish, I always send them vertical hugs, Lord Jesus, virtual virtual hugs, just because there's so many people that when I met them, they were at their breaking point. Now it's like they share things with me. It makes me feel like a mother hen. They were like, "Roz, sis, I got this. I learned this. This came to me today, or I felt this, or I had this shift." And I get so emotionally happy for you, because the fact is, I've seen you at your lowest, and I appreciated you at your lowest, but I gave you that words of encouragement when you were there, because I was there. I've been there. There's times I've been right here, and it only took that one little thing and knocked me right down here. And those are the times that you go through those transformation of growth to ascend you towards your greatness. It's always there, but you have to go through those smack of reality for you to be able to, remember that. And a lot of times, it takes for you to have to fall so many times for you to appreciate when you walk. You try to send gratitude as much as you can, to the powers that be, even when it's something so little. I look at them when I have blessings that come through my life. It's like every day. There's people, with everything going on right now, it's just like the world, I don't see it as an uproar. It's a lot of reflecting, and a lot of people are not liking what they are seeing within themselves. A lot of people are being combative about what they're seeing within themselves. They don't like their self, so they're trying to lash out on other people. There's so many people that's coming to me, Roslynn, I'm trying to have a good day, and next thing you know, this idiot comes does this, or this person is doing that, or they're trying to get over on this. Trust, I know. When they say hurt people, but shoot, I'm like, a heal people, you need to heal people. If, negativity can be spread so much, how about we spread some love? Because it's like, it just seemed like everybody needed. But then it's just, you have to also be at that point where you're open to receive it. People are like, Roslynn, I need help. Are you okay? I don't have no problem with helping you, but are you going to allow yourself to help yourself? I was like, I'm not the type of person, but no, it got to that point where I got shocked. Shocked when somebody tell me that. I'm like, dang, that was harsh. But it was true, though. It was like, touche. And you have to be able to receive that as well as you're giving that out. Because it's like, how would you ever learn if somebody is being, being fake, of wanting you to hear what you want to hear? Or will you learn when somebody is being, not being passive aggressive? Because I've seen people where they try to stab you and ask you why you bleed, and like, oh, I'm trying to be helpful to you. No, you about to catch a whole fade doing what you just did. But if you want to be able to be therapeutic with me, I always tell people, if you have to, I don't mind you being, what they call it, getting corrective criticism. That's fine. But if you're coming at me and talking at me or talking down to me like you're better, I'm like, look, the dust we became and the dust will be, will be leaving. We're all coming here the same way. We just different colors, sizes, and all that other stuff. Never talk to anybody like that. I was always raised to go by character, not by color. You have the same respect that you have for the CEO, you give to the same respect you have as the janitor. You don't misuse anybody. You treat people how you want to be treated. You can't get mad when somebody reflects you on you, and then you expect, why did they do that? Why? Well, it didn't feel too good when you did it. Now, did it? You didn't feel too good when you were eating that sandwich of, reflection, and end up getting indigestion. One of those type of situations. But allowing yourself to see where change needs to take place, because I know, so a lot of times universe be telling me this. I say, you got one more time, and then I'm like, girl, if you don't shut up, they was somebody you want to be make it mad like that. So I had to allow myself to really be humble. See, this is how I know my energy is changing, y'all, because it's like I'm on my bed, that light is way over there, I'm on my laptop, and then I don't know why it's like in my phone you can see it every once in a while, but on my laptop you'll start seeing flashes of my energy. So it's just going through all these different things. It makes me, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's a beautiful thing. Being able to know yourself and to find yourself, fall in love with yourself. And that's not being a narcissistic thing, but you have to be able, if you're looking for love, you have to become love within yourself. If you want change, you have to become change. Everything that you're wanting to bring towards your life, you have to be open to be able to give it towards yourself as well. And that's what universe wants us to do. There's a lot of times where we compare our lives to other people, or we're seeing all these people on social media taking these pictures of these fancy trips, these fancy cars, these fancy, clothing line and all this, saying they got billion, trying to make it seem like it's not, but it's all based on materialistic things. They're all on that 3D vocal point, vantage point, whatever. I've had to deal with it around me at times. And it's just like, it's just all you got to offer, because that's not much. That's not much to me. I want to have something that makes my soul cry, some beautiful things like that, being deep. It took me a long time to be that way, even though I never liked short, what are those shallow talks, or what are them short talks, or whatever you want to call it, small talks, that's what they call it, both of them small. But going through that, you go through that change, and you really appreciate everything that is brought you to that point. It's like that milestone in your life, that where everything is about to change. You already know, you sitting up there right at that top of that, that roller coaster, just waiting for that big dip. It's just like the Tower of Doom. And I know my daughter was telling me about that. I swear, I almost laughed until I died. I was like, you actually got on a roller coaster? And she's like, Mom, that would be the last thing. I think that's what Tower of Terror, that's what it was at Disneyland in Florida, Disney World, Disney, whoever, y'all know where it is. But she went on there, and I wish I could have seen that, because I already know she extra just like me. But she got on that, and she said, Mom, it just took you up, and it just sat there for a minute. Sat there for a minute, and then that just went poof. And she's talking about her heart was all in her throat, but actually she said thoke. But I know that had to be like, it would have took my whole life out. It tried to take me out the game. That's why I say I don't go on that stuff. I don't watch all the Final Destinations. It's like you're a walking hazard. I'm danger prone Daphne. I don't need to be getting on stuff like that. I'll be that one that goes on a roller coaster and close my eyes through the whole thing. They're like, Roslynn, why you close your eyes? If I'm going to die today, I don't want to see myself dying. That's not one thing I want to do. But allow yourself to get excited again. You have felt sadness, you don't felt pain, you don't felt distractions, you don't felt anger, confusion. Allow yourself to feel liberation. Allow yourself to soak in your achievements, even when they're that small. Allow yourself to congratulate yourself again, because it may not be that much to you, but it's the universe. It takes a bigger thing, because they're seeing you make those progressions, even when it's hard for you to take that 1 inch. A lot of people place judgment on you, but couldn't even walk 2 steps in your shoes. It's okay. Even when you're not where you want to be at yet, don't mean you won't get there, but you way far more, you know, closer than you was than when you first started. So allow yourself to appreciate those milestones of change, that milestone of elevation and nourishment to your mind, body, and soul. So this is gonna be my last video tonight, y'all. I thought it was gonna be another one, but I'm like, nah, I need to go ahead and recharge and get myself, ready for my workout. So I hope y'all have a blessed, uplifting weekend. I hope whatever you're trying to manifest, it comes a million times more than what you expected, asked for, even predicted, and the same thing when you finally receive it. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Raphael Lyon, Nicole Yarbrough. I had a best friend named Karen Yarbrough. I wonder what she's doing now. Every time I see her name. And Lorene Brandon, much love. If you're new to the channel, drop a line. I would love to hear from you. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can always find me at Facebook Messenger. Just look me up under my name. Let me know you connect with me here or you're part of the Heyoka family. Please let it be serious inquiries. It's only just for networking and giving you a deeper understanding about your spiritual purpose and life path. And everything we speak on is confidential. Share, hit that notification bell, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. And I will see y'all hopefully maybe tomorrow. So much love to you. Peace. Be wild. Mm.